In this video, I am going to show you how to update non-essential plugins on your WordPress site. Simply because lots of people are afraid to update their plugins. They're afraid it's going to break the site, and so they either do not update them, which creates a security risk, or they pay a developer to do it for them. But now with Claude Code, you can do it on your own. For the most part, there are a few disclaimers here. First, if you are updating a website, I highly recommend that you have a staging site in which you do the work on so that you do not destroy a live site. Because Claude Code is very smart and it is very helpful, but it also makes some mistakes and it can easily break a website. The other thing is, if you have some type of caching setup, something like Cloudflare, you want to make sure that you actually disable it. So you do not want to, or pause it. You do not want to have it running while you are running updates on the site, because if you do, obviously the changes that you are making are not going to reflect the actual live page. So I have this paused at the moment while I make these changes. So what am I going to do? The first thing that I need is, and this is really fundamental, is I need access to the website's server. So not necessarily WordPress. I don't need a WordPress plugin because the WordPress actually sits on a server and I need access to that server. So I use sshpass credentials. That's the easiest way to do it. So what you will do is you will open Claude Code and you will, which I've already done here, and you will give it your SSH credentials. So these are mine. I know these are completely visible to the world. They're going to be changed after this video. But basically this is saying I am now connected to the server. What do we want to do? And connecting SSH is kind of tricky. Sometimes it connects, sometimes it doesn't. As you can see, it actually took me a little bit of back and forth to get Claude Code to finally connect, but it did. All is good. So what I'm going to tell it is, find my my plugins that need updates on my WordPress site. I'm going to make this a little bit bigger so everyone can see. And I've got this here. Obviously, I can just go in and boom, and update those things, but I don't necessarily want to. This is just for visual, so that you can see what it is doing. So right now it's going through and it is checking for plugin updates. As you can see, all of my plugins here are the same as the ones on my left. Now, I don't know, there are caveats to this because Claude can break a site very easily. So if it's a very important plugin, something like Elementor, where it's a page designer, WP Bakery, those kinds of things, you shouldn't just have Claude jump in and update everything. Again, that's where you should have a staging site. But these are all very kind of harmless plugins. They're not going to break anything when I update them. They don't mess with the design at all. So it's pretty easy to manage here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to ask it to update them. Now, I'm not going to do all of them at once because for the sake of the video, we're just going to pick one. So update instant images. And it's going to do its thing. Now, there are different settings for Claude Code. Obviously, this is not a setup video. This is not a tutorial on how to set it up. But you can keep accept edits on, or you can actually set it up to where it bypasses prompts altogether. It's really up to you. All right, so it says that it's been updated. I'm just going to refresh. And we can see that it has knocked out my plugin here. Brilliant. And now that I've done that, I'm going to go through the site and I'm going to make sure that it hasn't broken anything. So I can see a hint of mint is all still here. The layout looks fine. All good, right? Everything is here. Everything looks good. All right. So, and I'm going to do that either, you can do that either one at a time, or you can do that all of them at a time. If you are hosting the site, make sure that you have a backup just in case you break it. Or again, the ideal scenario is do it on a staging site. So if you break the staging site, your live site does not go down. So I'm going to have it update all the others. And this is going to take a few minutes. All right, and now everything is up to date. It actually did not take a few minutes. It only took 21 seconds to update everything. So again, I'm going to go back through my site. And I'm going to see that it's broken. Uh-oh, not good. So let's figure out what went on. We're just checking and we can see that the site is definitely broken. So this actually claims that the site can't be reached or maybe temporarily down, but somewhere here something was going on, and Claude was able to come in and figure it out because now we're good again. All right, so it seems to be working again somehow. I'm assuming it just was waiting for the plugins to finish updating, but everything is here, life looks good, and that covered everything. So the last thing that I'm going to do now is I'm going to come back into Cloudflare, and I'm going to clear the cache. So I'm going to configure my caching. I'm going to purge everything. And then I'm going to unpause it. And we are good to go. So that is how you use Claude Code to update all of your non-essential, non-site breaking plugins in WordPress.